Yo, fluids, solids, whatever you might be identifying yourself as today. Welcome back. Before we start, quick shout out again to some new subs. Brian, welcome mate. King 77703, Head Enterprises, and Tom Lamb. Just three that I know of there that are known to me. We do chat online in various other channels and places like that. Welcome, guys. Well, today it's about the media. Where do we start with them? Well, I can't say too much about Facebook and Twitter because I don't do them. But I have heard some horror stories, and from what I can see, Facebook, you ain't gonna last much longer the way you guys are going, really. Zuckerberg, Suckerdick, whatever your name is, you need to get your house in order there, man. You really do. YouTube, well, as we know, they're quite partial to taking people's videos down just because they don't fit the narrative. You get comments deleted just for using a hurty word or the wrong word, even if it's inadvertent. Yeah, the free speech is gone from these platforms. You know, you've got to be very, very careful what you say. I'm only a very small channel, but already I'm experiencing being pissed around by YouTube. I know I've got many more subs than what are showing on the channel. People have been in touch with me personally and said they've subbed, but the numbers don't seem to be going up. The viewings have gone down since my first couple of videos, where they should be going up because I've got more subs now. So if this is getting out there, if you are getting alerts, just drop a comment just to let me know that I am being heard out there. But yeah, they're pulling down stuff all over the place. If it don't fit the narrative, ooh, your history, you know. You go against the vaccine, your history. I'm not anti-vax, as they call it. I did have a phone call yesterday asking me or inviting me to go and be stabbed, which I declined, obviously, because to my mind, it's still an experimental drug. There's no recourse when things go wrong, and it hasn't proven to be worked anywhere near yet. So what they're telling you, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, is bullshit. So I won't be having that. No way. And I will be filming if your little persuaders, as they like to be called, come to the door. They'll be told where to go. So then we get on to mainstream media. Well, it's quite obvious the BBC are biased. It's quite obvious that they're fed their bullshit straight from the government, because they seem to get leaks, as they call them, before anybody else, which I don't believe they are a leak. They're just social conditioning you to accept what the government have come up with the following day or the following few days. There's been riots all over Europe, protests all over Europe. I haven't seen any reports on mainstream media over those. Ooh, heaven forbid that it happens here, isn't it? You don't want to entice people into doing that, standing up for their rights, having free speech. You'll quite happily cover BLM and the like when they're pulling down statues in Bristol and the police taking the knee to them in London. They're the ones that are destroying the country. Where's your views? Where's your reports on the peaceful protests in London and many other cities where the police just go in and batter innocent people for standing in public? There's many videos on YouTube of that, and luckily they haven't been taken down, so they are all there to see. Tyrant Finder, Subject Access, people like that. 5-hour streams. Hyde Park, where's the reports on the pensioner that got fined because he couldn't walk away fast enough with his sticks? The 80-year-old woman that was threatened with a fine for standing there with a walk-in frame feeding the birds, as she's done probably for the 80 years of her life. You just bully people, harass people, and you, the social media, not social media, but mainstream media, are helping them do this by keeping quiet. Oi, that's not a scratching post. So that's my little furry shadow here having a go at the chair. Constantly there, annoying me as usual. Yeah, mainstream media, it's BBC, you're the worst. You're the worst of the worst. Why people even pay for a licence or even consider paying for a licence for your bullshit is beyond me. You know, we've got pensioners there that they're terrified because they get a letter threatening a fine, threatening prison if they don't pay for your bullshit. Well, we don't want your bullshit. If you don't want it, stop transmitting it into my fucking home. I don't want it. I don't want to listen to it. ITV, independent news, independent television is your logo. There's nothing fucking independent about you. Yeah, you put the odd story out. Where's the stories of the police having to apologise to people for wrongly fining them or wrongly arrested them? Again, where's your videos? Where's your reports on the peaceful protests in London that got viciously attacked by the police? This is the stuff that you're supposed to be putting out there, not the biased bullshit that you do. It's absolutely ridiculous. Just a quick one today, folks, but if anybody out there has got any ideas of some free downloads for editing videos, I'd like to do a bit more, put videos together, etc. Do one bit of reporting outside. Today I was going to go up the park and do a lovely walk around the park videoing while I was doing my rant, but unfortunately it's raining, so I can't, so I'm stuck indoors again. Not because the government tell me to, but simply because it's raining. If it wasn't raining, believe me, I'd be out there in the fresh air, and I think a lot of other people would as well. But nah, come on, mainstream media, sort your fucking selves out. You're a disgrace to the country, especially the BBC. So anyway, that's that quick rant over and done with. I will be coming up with another one towards the end of the week, I expect. So until then, people, I say welcome to the new subs. Hope you enjoy the content. To everybody, fluid, solid, or even somewhere in between, stay strong, stay safe, stay free. Respects.